What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we'll be taking a look at the other semi-final leg in the Champions League, and that is going to be Roma versus Liverpool. If you haven't checked already, yesterday we did our preview for the match, which is almost, I gotta say, when uploading this, currently taking place. I mean that of Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. So if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check it up here and also down below in the description. And also remember to check out the reaction to that match coming soon later today. Just like always, guys, please remember to drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, turn on the bell notification icon, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter to keep up to date. You get the deal, you know the drill, so let's get right into it. So just like we always do, we're going to start off right away by talking about the current form of both teams. And we got to start off with Liverpool, because Liverpool, they did a lot of rotations in the weekend against Stoke City, but it obviously wasn't enough, because they didn't get the result that they wanted. They draw 0-0 against Stoke City. Salah missed an absolute sitter. Like, what's going on, Salah? You should have put that on the back of the net every single day of the freaking year. And today you decided, you know what, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna slow down. I think that at this moment in time, Salah needs to be thinking more of a collective sort of thing, because there's absolutely no reason for Salah to start this game, such a meaningless game like this one, because he just wants to get the golden boot. And I understand that, because if Salah doesn't get the golden boot, then we cannot mount a sufficient argument to say that he's worthy of the Ballon d'Or. And I think that Salah, inside of himself, obviously he wants to win the Ballon d'Or. Everybody wants to win something, and even if it's not the Ballon d'Or, he's gonna win the golden boot. So it's something that he wants a lot. And Messi just took a hat-trick against Deportivo in the weekend, and yeah, he most probably wants to get the golden boot. So Salah, you should be thinking more collectively, because if you got injured, if you come into this game with a lower confidence because of missing that and seeing Messi overcome, then it can turn things around. So just watch out. And it's kind of like a warning, you know. Salah, just take it easy. So they did a lot of rotations, Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp obviously was thinking about the game against AS Roma, and it's something very, very important, because as we seen previously, Barcelona, they didn't took that second game against Roma very, very seriously, and they got caught out. It seems that Jurgen Klopp is learning from the mistakes that Valverde and the squad did before in the quarterfinals, so this time around Liverpool can get that match against AS Roma like perfect and on point, because he rested the key players that he needed. So coming into this AS Roma match, they're gonna be ready and fresh. On the other hand, we got Eusebio Di Francesco, and I just gotta give a little side note. I actually confused, and I did in the first recording, I said Francesco Di Eusebio, so I got it like all the other way around. But yeah, Eusebio Di Francesco didn't rest any players. Like, he rested some of the players. I wanna check right now in Google, Roma versus Chievo. Google is your best friend. I love now that they have all the information about the matches. It's just so much easier. So they played with Chic, Checo, El Shaarawy, Nainggolan, De Rossi, Pellegrini, Bruno Perez, Fazio, Juan Jesus, Kolarov, and Alisson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would say 7 players that will most probably start against Liverpool played in this match. And I think that is most probably he did this not only because he wants to get them like in motion for this match, but most importantly because they needed to try out the new formation, a 4-3-3. I'm saying it's not a new formation because Roma have been playing that formation because almost like their entire history are 4-3-3. But I'm saying that they need to get like match sharpness coming into this match with that formation. They need to get accustomed right away, because sometimes you just need to get into motion and you're gonna get caught out. We've seen many times where teams likes to try different things, and especially with a team like Roma with not too many experienced players, they need to have many players playing different positions. So getting into motion, I think, was a very smart move from Eusebio Di Francesco, and most of all because he actually substituted those important players like Raja Nainggolan, De Rossi, Checo, and El Shaarawy. This was actually very, very good, because getting that 4-1 win against Chievo, especially with that comeback of Juventus against Inter, they can be a little bit more relaxed knowing that Inter are some fewer points behind than them. Before it was only 1 point, now I think they're down to 3 points, so they can be a little more relaxed knowing that there's a bigger margin between their Champions League security and the team Inter that wants to get that spot. Moving on, I'm gonna talk about my ones to watch, and normally it's a section of the previews where I take a look at one player of each team that I think are gonna be crucial for their team in this match. So moving on with Roma, I'm gonna say that Raja Nainggolan is going to be the key man for them, because we saw that at the start of the match in Anfield, Nainggolan was absolutely crazy and pressuring all over Henderson, and Liverpool couldn't get the start going. They couldn't do absolute anything. They were completely shut down because of one single man, and that was Nainggolan and the pressure that he put onto Henderson, so Henderson wasn't able to distribute as he normally can. So I think that if Nainggolan can recreate that not that form, but that initial pressure, it will be very, very good for Roma, because what they need is to have the ball. Roma needs to have the ball to be controlling the game and also to be able to score goals. If they can get a goal in the first 10 minutes, then it's already going to be a very, very good step in the right direction. So they gotta continue like that, and they gotta influence Liverpool to open up. By opening up, Liverpool are going to be much more susceptible to attacks from people like El Shaarawy and Cengiz Under. So Raja Nainggolan can be the guy, the catalyst to begin all that. So his pressure on Henderson must be on point, because if Henderson is not capable, then Liverpool are not going to be able to counterattack. On the other side of things, we gotta take a look at Liverpool, and I think that in this one is much more obvious. So Mohamed Salah has to be the guy for Liverpool in this match. Obviously, I could go with something a little bit more interesting, talking about a little bit of Firmino, perhaps Wijnaldum, even Milner. But I think that in this case, Mohamed Salah has to be the real man, because when people like Henderson, like I said, are gonna be pressured by people like Nainggolan, by even Pellegrini, De Rossi, Salah has to be the guy to calm down, to get the ball from the middle of the park and try to pass it up to somebody like Firmino, then get the counter-attack going, get the attack flowing. Salah is not only a poacher, he's not only a goal scorer, he's not only a finisher, he can also be that creator. So Salah needs to be alongside people like Mane. They need to come back, get the ball, and then push it on forwards, because the only thing Liverpool needs in this game is one goal and you finish off the tie, because then Roma will have to score 4 more goals, and I don't think it's gonna be capable. Like, a goal Liverpool is going to score. So Salah and Mane and Salah are going to be the main man in those kind of situations, because the middle of the park is going to be completely pressured by people like Manolas. Like I said, it's going to be controlled by Roma. And the final third, that's where you want to be open. That's where you want your people like Salah and Mane, Firmino, all on point. But most especially Salah, because like we said before, Salah is this guy to carry Liverpool forward, and he wants to be the star, then he gotta be the star on the pitch as well. He wants to be the guy on the front of the Ballon d'Or stuff, then he has to be the guy on front in this match. He needs to continue proving, because he has done it so far, but you still gotta do it when it matters the most. So Salah, you gotta be the main man in Liverpool today. Perhaps I already gave a hint of what I think the predicted 11s will be, so we're gonna start off with AS Roma, and they're gonna be playing with a 4-3-3. Like I said, Eusebio Di Francesco tried this in the weekend, so I think it's most probable that he will gonna start this formation in this Champions League semi-final. So we're gonna go with Alisson Becker in the goalkeeper position. Obviously, he has been one of the best goalkeepers in Serie A. Right back, we go with Alessandro Florenzi. The 2 center backs, I'm gonna go with Federico Fazio and Kevin Manolas. Juan Jesus is just absolute shit. We saw how Salah just tore him apart, and yeah, Juan Jesus, you got no chance. In the left back position, I'm actually thinking that they shouldn't go with Alexander Kolarov. Like, they shouldn't go. They should try to put someone like Bruno Perez or Rick Karlstrup in that position, just a little more faster. Try to cover up more space, because Kolarov, the only thing that he does bad, like, he's everything good in defending, passing, dribbling, all that, he's amazing. But the pace is just something that is going to get abused. I think Eusebio Di Francesco will go with Alexander Kolarov, but I think that he should risk it and try to go with a right back in a left back position. In the CDM, they're going to go with Daniel De Rossi, most probably. They're going to go with Raja Nainggolan. And I think that Kevin Strootman may start, but similar to Kolarov, the only thing that he's lacking is a little bit more of dynamism, a little bit more agility. I think that Lorenzo Pellegrini should start in this match, although Kevin Strootman obviously has the notch, because he's just that extra little bit more of quality player. Up top, I think it's going to be much easier. I think they're going to go with Edin Dzeko. I think they're going to go with Patrick Schick, and I think they're going to go with Stefan El Shaarawy. Another option could be Cengiz Under, but I just think that having someone like Patrick Schick from the start will give that extra worries to the Liverpool defense because they're gonna be marking 2 strikers instead of just 1, and Perisic is like a smaller Checo, and if Checo is a big man to handle, then Chick is also going to be a relatively big man to handle. So I think that trying to give that worries to the Liverpool defense from the start is a very good move from Eusebio Di Francesco. On the other side, we got Jurgen Klopp's side, and I'm gonna go right away with Loris Karius in goal. The right back is most probably going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. I don't think Nathaniel Klein is just ready in match fitness to start a match like this. Arnold has been doing amazingly, so I'm gonna put him in right back. The 2 center backs, Dejan Lovren and Van Dijk, because it's the only thing they have. In the left back position, I'm gonna go with this guy Andrew Robertson. Absolutely incredible. The match I saw between Liverpool and Manchester City at Anfield IRL, that guy was for me the man of the match. He was absolutely incredible. CDM Jordan Henderson, the 2 CMs James Milner and Gregorio Wijnaldum, and then up top Bobby Firmino, Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane. So with all of that I just said, all of that we have discussed, who do I think is going to win this match? Well, it's kind of obvious really. Liverpool, they have such a big margin, and unlike Barcelona, I think that Liverpool are going to score a goal. I think that Roma may start a comeback. I think Roma is definitely going to scare Liverpool. I think that it should be fun. This is going to be an entertaining match. And Roma can get there. They can get like 3 goals perhaps. But I think that Liverpool are going to score at least 1. And if not, maybe 2. So if Roma get 3-2, it will be an amazing match. A well-deserved win for Roma. But at the end of the day, I think it's just that extra level of margin between the 2 teams that Liverpool can exploit. Since Roma are in need of this, since they are desperate to score a goal, Liverpool can just abuse that and get 1 goal in return in a counter-attack. It's gonna be absolutely crazy this match because we don't know what can happen, but I just think that the margin is that little bit too big for Roma to do another comeback here in the Champions League.